If you're thinking about buying a home in Illinois, there's a program that can help qualified buyers receive up to $15,000 towards their down payment and closing costs. And many people looking to buy a home have never heard of it. Today, I'd like to walk you through how this program works, who it's designed for, and what buyers should know before applying. If you learned something, hit that like button. If you learned two things, be bold. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. One of the biggest challenges facing many buyers isn't the monthly payment. It's saving enough money for the down payment and closing costs. Programs like this were created to help address that challenge by providing assistance to qualified buyers who want to purchase a primary residence. In Illinois, we have a great program called IHDA, IHDA, and it's offered through the Illinois Housing Development Authority. This program offers assistance equal to 6% of the purchase cost up to $15,000. It uses for your down payment, your closing costs, or in most cases both. For many buyers, this can significantly reduce the amount of money needed up front to purchase a home. The assistance is structured in what's known as a second mortgage. This is sometimes referred to as a silent second. This essentially means that the assistance is deferred and the repayment typically only happens if one of these three events occurs. The home is sold, the mortgage is refinanced, or the mortgage is paid off. The majority of the home purchase is still under a traditional fixed 30-year mortgage. So this type of mortgage means that your interest rate remains the same throughout the life of the loan. The IHDA program works through several common loan types. This includes FHA loans, VA loans, USDA loans, and certain conventional loan programs. This program is designed for first-time homebuyers. Now, a first-time homebuyer means someone who has never owned a primary home or hasn't had a primary residence that they've owned in the past 3 years. However, there are some exceptions. For example, certain eligible veterans may still qualify if they've owned a home more recently. While eligibility ultimately depends on specific situations, there are some general requirements. For example, the new homeowner needs a minimum credit score of at least 640. The property must be purchased as a primary residence, and the buyers must meet income and purchase price limits established by the program. These vary by county. Even with the assistance, buyers are still expected to contribute something towards the purchase. Typically, this amount is about 1% of the purchase price or $1,000, whichever is greater. However, this contribution doesn't need to just be towards the down payment. It could be that, or it could also be earnest money. It could be appraisal cost. It could be certain other prepaid expenses. So there is some flexibility with that as well. It's pretty cool. Like any mortgage, though, lenders still have to look at your debt-to-income ratio, often referred to as your DTI. This compares your total monthly debts to your gross monthly income. Keyword there is gross. This time it's a good thing. For many programs like this, general guideline is that the ratio should be around 50% or lower, although lenders will evaluate each situation individually. Talk to your lender about this and talk to them about it now. One of the advantages of this program is that homes can be purchased anywhere in the state of Illinois as long as they meet the program requirements. This means that they could be located anywhere throughout the Chicagoland area and the suburbs, including right here in DuPage and the surrounding counties. Programs like this are designed to help buyers bridge the gap between wanting to purchase a home and financially being able to do so. For many people, the biggest barrier to home ownership is simply saving enough with those upfront costs. Down payment assistance programs like this are intended to make that process a little bit more accessible for qualified buyers. Every buyer's situation is different. Every buyer's situation is unique, and so is yours. So it's important to talk with a qualified lender or real estate professional or your favorite realtor to understand what your options might be. This one might be right for you. The funding for this will run out, so getting ahead of this now is in your best interest. If you're considering buying a home in Illinois, programs like this can sometimes make the process a little bit more achievable than many buyers expect. Long story short, get ahead of this now because you may be closer to owning a home than you ever thought possible. If you think this might be you, I look forward to talking to you real soon. Until then, take care, friend.